Hi everyone, this is Tammy with Life Began in a Garden. I don't know if you guys got as much snow as we did, but I think it's time to make snow cream. I'm showing you here the ingredients for making one batch, but what I'm actually making in the video is 2 batches of snow cream because I love to eat some right after I make it, and I also freeze the rest of it for later use. It actually freezes very well. This is behind my house. You can see there my car and how covered it is. We got quite a bit of snow. I didn't actually measure it, but I think it's around 3 inches, maybe more. Anyway, that's my backyard and my pond back there, which is not frozen over yet. And so I think it's time to grab your boots and get your coveralls on and jacket and whatever you need to wear to go outside and collect some snow. This is my dog, Emma. She's a boxer. And she loves the snow, but she doesn't like to be out there by herself. So this is a perfect chance for her to go out and play and go potty, whatever she needs to do while I collect some snow. So the best place, I think, to get it if your car sits outside is to get it off the hood of your car. And before this snow came, we had rain for a couple of days, so I feel like my car's pretty clean anyway. That's showing how deep the snow is on my car. So it's good if you kind of know how deep it is, so you know how far to scoop down into it, because you need to not really disturb the snow on the very bottom, because that is where your car's at, and you don't really want to scrape your car. So I'm getting that metal dish pan completely full and rounded over with snow. And that's more than you will need if you're only making one batch of snow cream. But I intend to make 2, so I'm just going to round it over completely. The snow is nice and fluffy, which is great. It's not, some snow is kind of icy, and that doesn't make very good snow cream, but this really does. And I don't know what happened here, but I lost the first part of the video, so I have already got 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and 1 cup of sugar in there. And you can do it however you want. The sweetened condensed milk is, really it's already got sugar in it, so if you feel like that's enough and you don't want to add more, then that's totally up to you. I like it sweet, so I do add the extra cup of sugar to mine. I have not yet put the vanilla in, so right now I'm just stirring it up. It's kind of hard to begin with that snow to get it all incorporated in there. And there I'm tasting of it just to see if I've got enough sugar in it and enough of everything else. But I know that I still am going to add the other can of sweetened condensed milk, which is what I'm doing there. And then I will also be adding another can of evaporated milk. And I also, at this point, don't have the vanilla in there yet. And the vanilla is vanilla that I made myself. I used vanilla beans and made it. And if y'all are interested in seeing how to make your own vanilla extract, I would be glad to do a video on that sometime. And what I would really like is, for those of you who are watching, if you have made snow cream before, I would like for you to share with me and everyone else how you make yours. So this is the vanilla extract. And once you make it, it needs to sit for about 6 months so that the vanilla will incorporate into whatever brandy you're using, or brandy's what I used on mine. So anyway, that was about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but keep in mind that I am making 2 batches here. So if you're using actual vanilla extract, you probably only need, and you're only making 1 batch, you probably only need about a half a teaspoon. If you don't have vanilla extract, but you have imitation vanilla, then just add a half a teaspoon and taste of it and see if that's enough, or if you need to add a little bit more. But normally the vanilla extract, you don't have to use as much of it as you do the imitation vanilla. And this would also be a time when you could add some other flavoring in if you wanted, and not do the vanilla flavoring at all. Use whatever flavor that you want. But I love the texture and the consistency of the snow cream, and I love to make up a lot extra. I know this is a whole lot because it's just me here. Well, me and Emma, but I don't let her have my snow cream, so really it's just me. But I do like to save it, and the last time that we got a really good snow, I made a bunch like this, and I still had some during the summer. So I could just go pull a container out of the freezer in the summer and have snow cream. And actually this, even though it's got all this sweetening in it, it still is better for you than ice cream is, and I think it tastes a lot better than ice cream. And it's definitely cheaper than ice cream. If you've got snow, then you've got the main ingredient. And I always just keep the evaporated milk and the sweetened condensed. I just keep them all the time so that I always have them in case that there is a snow. And that's actually the only thing really that I ever use them for. So I just keep them in my pantry and just keep waiting. And I would like to know, get some comments from you guys to see who has made this before. And if you have made it, tell me what you do that's maybe different than what I've done. And so I've got this all mixed up. It's got all the ingredients in it, and now it's just time to put it in the containers. So I want you to just kind of watch and see how much this actually makes. And you can see by the container, that's about the same size as a half a gallon container of ice cream that you would buy, is what that container there holds. And that's the biggest container that I'll be using. But just get some containers ready that have a lid that you can put on them. And when you get this made up, anything more than what you plan to eat right now, you could just package it up and stick it in your freezer. It's really cool when you have it in your freezer and you kind of forget that it's there. And then that's how that time that I made it and I still had it during the summer was because I forgot it was in there. So it was neat to be able to pull that out and have snow cream in the middle of summer. So this is my second container, and then there's still a little bit more. Even after I fill up that container, there's still a little bit more there. So I have part of a third container even. So if you can't have milk or milk products, you could still use this recipe, and instead of using the condensed milk and the evaporated milk, you could use almond milk or whichever one it is that you normally use, and then still use the sugar and still use the vanilla flavoring. But it wouldn't be quite the same as snow cream, but I still think it would turn out pretty good. And my daughter-in-law is going to make some of this for my granddaughters because they are not allowed to have milk. But this is their first snow, so she's going to let them make it themselves. And I'm sure that they're going to love it. So either way, I really hope you guys will give this a try if you have not had snow cream before. And like I said, if you have had snow cream and you make it a different way than this, I'd like to know how you make it also. So that's showing how many containers I got out of the amount of snow that I collected with a double recipe. I hope you try this and hope you like it. And I also hope you have a blessed day and see if you can enjoy the snow.